They are some of the most important officers on the force. Yet, the horses of the mounted units for the Wayne Sheriff's and Detroit Police Departments need the public's help to keep going. The mounted program survival is dependent on private support, and as Paula Tevin shows us, while they are effective at keeping the peace, they are equally critical to bringing peace to one local widow.
There's something important happening right now at the Wayne County Sheriff's Department mounted unit in Livonia. Simone Smith lost her husband, Sergeant Lee Smith, a year ago next week because of a careless disregard for life by a hit-and-run driver. Sergeant Smith did many things to protect our community, but as a member of the Wayne County Sheriff's Department mounted unit, he was completely in his element. And when Simone visits his beloved horses, it is with laughter, sadness, and hope, all of which converge into tears.
We love it so much.
The horses of the Detroit Police Department and Wayne County Sheriff's Departments are critical members of the force, but the departments can't necessarily afford everything that goes along with having mounted units.
So, for instance, the Detroit Mounted Unit is completely privately funded, other than the officers' salaries.
Facilities may not be as nice as they could be. The training for the officers who are there may not be as much as we would like it to be. I mean, there are things that we can always do to make their existence better.
And so the nonprofit Restore the Horse steps in to raise money for essentials.
These horses on a daily basis will need grain, hay, shavings, grooming, fly spray, shoeing, special therapeutic pads that they can use underneath their saddles because they're working on cement. So imagine yourself constantly walking the streets in cement in heels. On an average, it probably costs, I'm going to guess, about $1,500 per horse on a monthly basis.
And so this is where the public steps in. Right now, the Wayne County horses are housed at a small stable with a cramped paddock, but they never complain. They do their work, they deliver.
They need to have proper turnout. They need to be able to be in an area where we can work them. Currently, like, Wayne County doesn't have an indoor facility to ride. All right, young lady.
And for Simone, who continues to nurse that gaping hole in her heart, her husband's presence feels near when his work continues.
He's smiling. He really is. He knows that we got it, and he knows we're going to take care of him.
Wow, very emotional there. You know, there's a lot of ways, or there are a lot of ways to dial in to help the mounted police and their horse. This is Ace here, by the way. So, for instance, this weekend, there's really this very cool event, Karen, where you can do a 5K. It's a non-competitive walk, or if you happen to have a horse, you can actually trailer it to Hines Park and ride a trail with the mounted police. That's one way to raise money. But also, you heard it here first, that there's going to be the start of a capital campaign for a new equestrian center named after Sergeant Lee Smith.
They most definitely need the help and the donations. We appreciate you sharing that story and some very beautiful horses. We love it. Thank you, Paula.